wonderful day, wonderful Sunday. God bless to everybody. God bless, God bless, God bless. Whew, what a game. Vikings win and lose against the Giants. And they won when it comes to the final score, 16-13. But they lose. JJ McCarthy is hurt again. Now, as a Viking fan, I don't know what to think right now. When it comes to the future of JJ McCarthy, I'm not the one to give up on a young quarterback that is showing potential, in my honest opinion. And ever since the play calling fit his skill set, he's been looking pretty darn good, in my opinion, especially when you have your wide receivers just dropping touchdown passes like Jordan Addison. He was pretty darn good, except for that big hit by Brian Burns. Brian Burns, he did not see him. JJ McCarthy didn't see him, and he just got lit up, bro. He just got lit up, and JJ McCarthy didn't see it coming until Brian Burns literally hit him, and he made JJ McCarthy fumble. I guess he landed on his right hand, and I don't know the updates yet. I'm about to look it up right now. Shout out to Big Task is in the building. Shout out to Cool Water Swish. What's going on? Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building, and definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, and I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. If you got, and shout out to Big Taz, shout out to everybody that's in the building. But if you got to witness that game, yes, there's some good things I did see. The defense is always playing good. My only thing is, look, I'm not trying to, like, it's kind of unfair to Max Brosmer, but nobody's really worrying about Max right now. We worrying about our starting quarterback, our franchise quarterback that keeps getting hurt. This is his third injury of the year. The high ankle sprain, the concussion, now the hand injury. Now, I don't know what the update is. I'm about to actually look it up right now and see, is there any update on JJ McCarthy? This sucks, man. This game really, getting the dub doesn't mean it. We took a loss even though we got the dub. We got the dub, but we took a L. The dub doesn't even matter. I'd rather for us to lose if for all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I must admit this was not a good game by Jackson Dart. Yeah, Jackson Dart didn't have the best game. I told you our defense is good, man. I keep trying to tell people the Vikings defense ain't no joke. I've been saying it all year. The problem is our offense is kind of like a joke. Is not consistent, and it's starting to get better, and then this happened. So this really sucks. So JJ McCarthy, I'm trying to see if there's any update. Volatile. First NFL season potentially ends with an injury on strip sack fumble. So strip sack fumble. I'm trying to see. JJ McCarthy was in pain. Trainers checked his hand after this play, headed to the off the field. Could be Max Brosmer time again. Okay. So there's no update on JJ McCarthy, but what I will say is this: what I'm going to say is I just hate the fact that this happened. And I know this is going to be the question of the week. What's good? What do we do at quarterback if JJ McCarthy keeps getting hurt? There's going to shout out to Elizabeth. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Do you think that maybe JJ McCarthy was afraid to play the game? No, he was having a good game in my opinion. I just feel like he just didn't observe the whole football field, and Burns just hit him, and that's just what happens in the game. You got to be aware of. You have to have the pocket awareness. You have to be aware of what's happening on the football field because you never know when a blitz can happen or a pass rusher could be right in your face. You got to be aware, and he wasn't aware of Brian Burns. And it's a problem because now we're to the point where He's hurt again, and he could potentially be out for the season. Now, I'm being optimistic. I hope it's just a wrist sprain and it's nothing serious. That's what I'm hoping it is. Now, if it's a fractured wrist, a fractured hand, or whatever, or if it's a broken hand or broken wrist or whatever, and he happens to miss this season, I don't listen. I don't blame the Viking fans that are saying we need to go trade for a starting quarterback next year, because the one thing you don't want to do if he cannot be healthy is put all your eggs in one basket. Even though he's young, even though he's talented in my eyes, at the end of the day, this is a team sport. And availability is the best ability. If you do not have him on the football field and you don't have a reasonable backup, you're screwing your team. And the reason why I say that is because he hasn't played one full season yet in his career. He was the starting quarterback from the very first game of this season. And from the look of it, I think he only played 8 games. How many games he played? I don't know. But it's not enough, right? It's not enough games to get experience, to get a full evaluation of his talent. And the problem is he's getting hurt way too often than not. And as a big-time Viking fan, I'm not ready to say quit on JJ McCarthy and draft a quarterback. If anything, if we was going to make a move, I would trade for a quarterback that could be a backup just in case he gets hurt again. Or if you want to go big or go big or go home type deal, you're going to go all the way to the top. You're going to go try to get a Joe Burrow. Other than that, bro, you got to get a reasonable backup to be behind JJ McCarthy, because the man keeps getting hurt. 141 yards combined, the quarterbacks today in your game. How impressive was that? It wasn't impressive, but it would have been a lot better if JJ McCarthy was healthy for the whole game. And it would have been a lot better if Jordan Addison would catch that touchdown throw. That was a beautiful throw by JJ McCarthy. And literally, he just dropped the ball. So, yeah, part of it, yes, quarterback, but a lot of it is drop passes, in my honest opinion. This last game was not JJ McCarthy. The reason why we lost this game. The reason why we lost this game is because our wide receivers can't catch. Of course, injury. All right. Yeah, he got injured, so he couldn't finish the game. But injuries happen. I don't want to blame him. Oh, he got injured. It's all his fault. But what I will say is the wide receivers, Jalen Naylor was not good at all. Jordan Addison was not good at all. Jordan Addison dropped that touchdown pass. Beautiful, beautiful pass by JJ McCarthy. And also, Speedy Naylor, Jalen Naylor. I don't know what's going on, Butterfingers. I don't know what's going on with the ball, but my goodness, bro. Like, it hit him right on the hands and deflected in the air. I don't know how it happened, but it hit him right in the hands. It goes straight up in the air, interception, right? And then potentially almost gave up a pick six because it hits him right in the hands and he can't catch the ball. And I understand people are going to say, and I agree with it somewhat. You got to have more touch on your passes. But at the end of the day, you're a professional wide receiver. You need to make those catches. I'm not giving any wide receiver the excuse because JJ McCarthy is throwing these fast rocket passes to you. You need to catch the ball. So I'm not giving any wide receiver the excuse. Catch the ball. Right. Oh, you said Jameis Winston. Go Bears. Yeah, Bears look good. Jameis Winston, no, we don't want him. New receivers, coaching staff. What's going on, Rudy? Time to trade Justin Jefferson. I hope not. Butterfingers. Yeah, Butterfingers, bro. You drop a pass. You drop a pass. Everybody's dropping passes, bro. It was embarrassing, bro. When it comes to you drop a touchdown pass. And Jalen Naylor, I'm sorry, but not sorry, bro. I honestly, I started to feel like maybe he can be the second wide receiver if we let Jordan Addison go. But listen, bro, I'm good, bro. I'll take my chances with another wide receiver. Because I feel like the Vikings will trade Jordan Addison in the offseason. But I don't know if it's time to trade Justin Jefferson. I think you want to keep Justin Jefferson, especially if you make a blockbuster trade to go get a Joe Burrow. You know he's gonna want his old teammate back in college. So just to put that out there, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I wouldn't get rid of the best wide receiver. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Bills/Browns game was just as big of a joke as the Giants and Vikings game. Hey, listen, I don't know why the wide receivers can't catch the ball for the Vikings, man. It just doesn't make sense. Wasting Jefferson's talent on a high school quarterback. Yeah. Hey, listen. I think J.J. McCarthy has been playing good these last 3 games prior to him getting hurt. What I will say is this. The only knock is this injury. I believe in his talents. I believe in J.J. McCarthy's ability. But the one thing about it, the best ability is availability. So it just sucks, man. It just simply sucks that he cannot stay healthy. And we're in a situation right now as a franchise where we have a team that's ready to win now, and we want to develop our young quarterback. And I keep hearing just be patient, and I understand it, and I agree with let's be patient. But if he's not able to stay healthy, how can he develop? How can he develop if he can't stay healthy? And that's an honest question for all the Viking fans. If J.J. McCarthy cannot stay healthy, how can he develop? It's a problem that we have, and we have to figure it out. But I'm telling you, if he has a broken hand or whatever is going on with it, if he can't finish the season and he can't show what he has for the rest of these games, for these next 2 games against the Packers and the Lions, I'm telling you right now, the Vikings ain't giving him. Listen, I have a gut feeling they're going to go all in on a quarterback. I don't even think they're going to give him 2026. I'm starting to feel that way. I have a gut feeling. I hope I'm wrong. I think J.J. McCarthy deserves to have 2026 to prove himself. But the issue that we have is if you do go that route, you have to have a good backup because he keeps getting hurt. And you don't want this season to be over if he gets hurt again. Because, like I said, availability. The best ability is availability. You got to be available. You know what I mean? You have to be available. I'm lifelong Chargers fan from, and I've hated Vikings for. No, don't say that. Why you don't like the Vikings, bro? Don't do that, bro. We ain't do nothing to y'all, bro. My knee. Oh man, that sucks, bro. Breaking news: McCarthy has. Is that breaking news? You're not trolling me, are you, bro? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. I just gotta look that up. Is that breaking news? Dang, bro. Like I don't know what to say. If he and everybody that's in the building, make sure you Super Hulk smash that like button. Super Hulk smash that like button, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. My homie said, breaking news: McCarthy has a severe fracture in his throwing right hand, index finger. I hope. Look. That's the season for. Yeah, man. Dang. I like the Vikings. Yeah, man. I love my Vikings, but this is some bull crap. I mean, it's been the season, those two evil. Now we talking about the future of J.J. McCarthy being the starting quarterback for the Vikings. We're beyond the season. We talking about can this man stay healthy and be our franchise quarterback? And right now, it's a no because he can't stay healthy. And I hate to say it like that, but I'm being real. I hate to say it like that, but I'm being real. If he can't play another game this season, someone said J.J. McCarthy right hand. I don't know if these are true reports, but they're saying J.J. McCarthy right hand appears to have avoided broken bone per. Okay, he'll have further tested Monday. I'm trying to read some of these comments. A Giants. Hold on. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not seeing that too evil. But yeah, I'm to the point right now as a Viking fan. I'm just like, what do we have to do to have a franchise quarterback for 10 plus years? What do the Vikings have to do? Yeah, exactly. Winning that game is not great. Yeah, winning the game isn't great. When we lost, we double lost because we lost a spot in the draft and we lost our starting quarterback possibly for the season. I don't know. Because people gonna put all this stuff out. Don't nobody really know. I'm gonna just wait until let's see. I'm trying to figure out some more information, but nothing's updated yet, I guess. I don't see anything. I'm hoping that he's healthy though. I really am. I'm hoping he can finish this season. Because if he doesn't, the Vikings will go for a quarterback in the offseason. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that, bro. Winning, yeah. To be fair, he shouldn't have been put in that position to run. Yeah, I get it. He shouldn't have been put in that position. I get it. Went to the 10 points against the garbage team. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. But I will say this. I get what you're saying, but I feel like Kevin O'Connor was like, all right, let's see if we can get let's get a field goal in like 50 seconds. Let's see what we can do. So I get it, but I get what you're saying as well, because it's like, just run the ball and go into the halftime being up and win this game, being up by, you said, 10. So it's like, I get it. But I get it on the other side. We trying to get him the most experience as possible. Like, because you don't want to play like, all right, if we try to get a touchdown or a field goal in the last minute or so, that we're going to get hurt. You can't think about getting hurt. But this is not, listen, I get it, but J.J. McCarthy did not see Brian Burns rushing him. He didn't even look that way, bro. He literally looked at the middle of the field, and he looked in the left side of the field, and he did not look on the right side at all. I was looking at his eyes. He did not look. By the time he finally realized that guy was like, that there was pressure or whatever, he was already getting hit. He was already getting hit, bro. He was already getting tackled. So I get it, though. If you would have just played it safe and ran the ball, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But now we have this conversation. What do we do from here as Viking fans? Do we just what do we do? What is the answer as a Viking fan to continue to, I don't want to say play this game at quarterback, where we're trying to find our quarterback. I'm not drafting a quarterback. If we trade for a quarterback, okay, so be it. But I don't know if I want to go for a starter necessarily, but I want to have somebody that's behind J.J. McCarthy that can play, because like I said, J.J. McCarthy keeps getting hurt, and I don't want our season to be over if he gets hurt again. What up, Mike? Man, hate to see JJ hurt, but seeing all the quarterback injuries, I've realized it's not many good quarterbacks availability in the league right now, in my opinion. Yes, the only two quarterbacks that I'm willing to like go all in for is like if Joe Burrow was on the trading block, or if Justin Herbert was on the trading block. Other than that, bro, everybody else, man, I'm not really feeling. But if I wouldn't mind having a backup like a Joe Flacco. I wouldn't mind having a backup like like I'm not really the biggest fan of Tua. I don't want Tua. Kyler is I don't know. Maybe Mac Jones if you're trying to get a high-end backup, but I don't think Mac Jones wants to go to the team to be a backup. And that's just my opinion, but we'll see about that. Same with Kyler Murray. He not going to a team to be a backup. I know people say it's not their choice, and I understand that. But I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I don't know, man. We're going to definitely see. This offseason is going to be very interesting. I'm just hoping that J.J. McCarthy's hand injury isn't serious. I'm hoping it's not something where he's out for the rest of the year. That's what I'm hoping. Just become an Eagles fan. Life is much. That's funny. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you haven't already, Hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, and I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. At this point, go get Burrow. Honestly, that's risky as well, but I get it, bro. But I just for me, I'm just like hesitant because I'm like, yo, I really feel like JJ McCarthy can play, bro. Like, I know he hasn't accomplished too much yet, but I can see the potential, and I love it. I love to see it, bro. I love to see it. My issue is, can he last a season? Can JJ McCarthy last a regular season? I'm talking about all 17 games. I'm talking about 16 games. I'll settle for 15 games. Can he settle for 15 games? Can he play 15 games? Can JJ McCarthy last a season, bro? Because we to the point right now, like now we're going to our third season. This is going to be his second season playing. He hasn't played a full season yet, bro. He hasn't played a full season yet. So I don't know, man. I don't know. All 3 games I watched since Thursday had low scores in the first half. Chill, Big Mike. What you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. School. Oh, what's going on, Skull? What's going on, brother? Malik Willis as a backup wouldn't be terrible. Draft another quarterback in with the third. I don't even want to draft no quarterback, bro. I really don't want to draft no quarterback, bro. I want to get a backup that that can play. Like I wouldn't mind getting I like Joe Flacco. That's my number 1 backup right now. But if you was to go somewhere like younger that can probably eventually, if JJ McCarthy isn't the franchise quarterback, you can go get a dude like, I mean, I hate to say it, you can go trade for Mac Jones, maybe. You could probably trade for Kyler Murray, but I'm cool, man. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool, bro. I don't know about TJ McCarthy. TJ McCarthy, that's funny. We need a better draft team, period. Ty Felton in the 3rd round is prime example. They don't know what the heck. Bro, KC Kent, I've been saying this for the longest. Kwesi made a mistake by drafting Ty Felton. You should have drafted Andrew Makuba. But let me say this, though. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Jordan Addison, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with Jalen Naylor. So Ty Felton might be somebody. I don't know. We haven't seen enough of Ty Felton. So you have Justin Jefferson and Ty Felton as your wide receivers. I think they're going to trade Jordan Addison, in my honest opinion. So you kind of have to have a Ty Felton when you think about it. But for me, in that draft, we should have drafted Andrew Makuba in the 3rd round. Why would you not draft Andrew Makuba in the 3rd round when you know Harrison Smith, this is most likely it's probably going to be his last season, right? He might retire. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. He might retire. Theo Jackson, I'm not a big fan. Josh Metellus, he all right, but I'm not the biggest fan. Who else? Jay Ward made some plays today, but like you should have drafted Andrew Makuba and you passed up on him for a wide receiver. And then what makes it worse is you not only drafted Ty Felton, you have Speedy Naylor, you have Jordan Addison, you have Justin Jefferson, and then on top of that, you trade for Adam Thielen, and you wasted his time by trading for him. You wasted a 4th round pick. I don't know what draft this is going to be in, but you're giving up a 4th round pick for like a 5th or 7th round pick or something like that they were doing. But it's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm just confused on what direction they are doing. Where are they going? I mean, I don't see anyone worth getting a quarterback. Yeah. I'm not trying to draft another quarterback because I don't think this team knows how to develop a quarterback. That's for one. For two, I don't feel like this franchise is patient enough for another developmental quarterback. That's for two. And for three, Like, I just feel like you need to have an already made quarterback, like someone that has potential to be your second string just in case JJ McCarthy goes down. I don't want to go from a developmental quarterback to another developmental quarterback that you don't know what they can do. I want to already made, you kind of already know what you have, and you go from there. But I don't know. You need a new quarterback coach. You need a new quarterback coach. Yeah, I think we need a new quarterback coach. We need a lot of new things, bro. But I'm so like, I just don't know what to even think when it comes to the Vikings right now, when it comes to the quarterback situation, because I believe in JJ McCarthy, man, but I know for a fact people are like, they're like, man, I'm done, man, I'm done. This is why it's crazy, man. You gotta be this is crazy. And I'm hoping the best for JJ because I really feel like JJ could be a good quarterback, man. I really do. I feel like he has the swag. He has he had oh, so they're saying JJ McCarthy hands not broken. So his hand is not broken. That's what they're saying. According to Minnesota Star Tribune, Ben McCarthy is set for further testing in hand tomorrow. We should learn more over the next 24 hours, but we still consider McCarthy very uncertain for Thursday's game. Oh my gosh. Versus the Lions, considering it's his throwing hand. McCarthy absence would put quarterback Max Brosmer back under center for Minnesota. All right, y'all. I guess this is what we're going with. This is what we're going to have to deal with. So it's still a mystery. They're saying it's not a broken hand though. So I'm going to say it's a sprained hand. I'm going to just say that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what happened. I don't know exactly the extent of the injury. But I'm happy that it's nothing broken. Well, I don't know. Maybe there could be something fractured. I don't know. Who knows? Who really knows? I think they're gonna do like I don't know if they did an MRI. I don't know if they did an X-ray. I don't know. Yeah, so this could be. I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. This is a big mystery right now. Can I offer you? Nah, we keeping Justin Jefferson, bro. JJ Chris Farrell said yes. Quarterback is in need ASAP. Rudy said JJ McCarthy be a good player for the Vikings. Hopefully they can stay healthy. You can play the Vikings next. Yeah, I think he's going to be a good player for the Vikings, bro. The issue that we have is health. That's it. I don't think it's talent. I had a question at first, but it's not the talent. It's the dang on the injuries that keep piling up, and it was play calling more than anything. But now it's just him being healthy. Drew Lock for Addison. Oh, yeah. I'm like, hold on now. Hey, listen, but real talk though, I really feel like at this point, like the Minnesota Vikings fan base is still split down the middle. We're split down the freaking middle. You got some fans saying one thing, saying that, oh, JJ McCarthy is a bust. You should have never traded for him. Still to this day, even though he had 2 good games against the Commanders and the Cowboys, and he was having a decent game against the Giants today, they're going to say that, right? And then you have the other side is like, bro, he's the guy. He's the guy. I think I think he can be the franchise. I think he can be the franchise. My only problem is, how can we know if he can't play 10 games? He can't play 16 games in a row. How can we figure this out if he's not able to play an NFL season, a full NFL season? That is the problem we have right now. And I know a lot of Viking fans are talking about this, right? I know for a fact they're like, man, I like JJ McCarthy, but I just don't know if he's the guy because he keeps getting hurt. I like JJ McCarthy, but I just don't know if he's the dude that can get us over the top because, like I said, the best ability is availability. Point blank period. Point blank period. I'm just being honest. As a Viking fan, just being honest. Next to Chase and Higgins, Jefferson and Addison are my favorite two wide receivers. Yeah, Chase is a monster and Higgins. I'm just so like, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just kind of like frustrated. I'm a frustrated Viking fan because I know how critical these next games are for JJ McCarthy. I said it. I said these are the most important 3 games of JJ McCarthy's career because it's giving us momentum going into 2026. But if you can't finish up this season, we're in trouble. Now they are saying it's not a broken bone or broken hand or whatever, but I'm looking up like sprained hand. So an injury in the hand muscle or tendons causing pain, swelling, stiffness, and weakness, often overused in sports, tennis, golf, gymnastics, or repetitive. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking a sprained hand. I said this on the live stream, but of course I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look at his hand. I'm not a doctor. Even if I did look at his hand, I wouldn't know. But I'm hoping that it's just a sprained hand and it's nothing fractured. And he can play the rest of this season and we can see what this man can do. Because like I said, he the franchise. You saw what he did. He did the gritty in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? He ran, got that touchdown on the right side of the field. He Aaron Jones blocked one defender, and then Aaron Jones fell on the ground, and then JJ McCarthy jumped over Aaron Jones and then dived into the end zone. I was like, yo. And then JJ McCarthy was doing the gritty. I was like, let's go, JJ McCarthy. Yeah, man. I was hyped, bro. I was absolutely hyped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a Phillies fan. Yes. I'm a Sixers fan. There's Sixers stuff right there. I'm a Phillies fan and I'm a Viking fan. On this channel, I cover the Minnesota Vikings. And the reason why I'm a Viking fan from PA, because everything else is Philly for me, is because of Randy Moss. So I'm a Viking fan from PA because of Randy Moss. And if you are interested in basketball or Phillies, I got another channel. Let me put it in the comments if you are interested. I'm not saying you are interested, but if you are interested in play-by-play and my live reaction, this is my other YouTube channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I'll put it in the chat a couple of times so you can see it. Go check out that channel. Subscribe if you're interested. But yeah, man, I'm a big time Sixer fan. I went live for the Sixers and the Knicks the other day, and I know the Sixers went against the Mavericks yesterday and beat the Mavericks. And yeah, I'll be going live for Phillies games as well. I was trying to mix in some Flyers content as well, but I think it's just going to be too much. I'm only one person, so I think I'm just going to keep it to basketball and baseball, but I want to try to fit hockey in just a little bit. But I'm a big time NBA person. I'm a big time MLB person as well. So yeah. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, I'm just so like, I don't know, man. I'm just disappointed in a win. I haven't been disappointed in a win since today, like for a very long time. Like I'm disappointed in the win because not only it messes up our draft, on top of the win, we lose our starting quarterback for the game. I don't know for the season, but for at least for the second half, we lost him for. And on top of that, it's just like, bro, like I don't know, man. It's a big mystery right now. If he can just show that he can play through those minor injuries and stay on the field, because injuries will happen. That's what I be trying to tell people. You got to fight through injuries. Injuries will happen. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. If you feel in the vibes, consider subscribing. Like I said, we go live for every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. But yeah, man, yeah, Phillies and Sixers. Yeah, I'm a Phillies Sixer fan. Yeah. But yeah, man, he's going to have to play through some injuries depending on what the injury is. That's my issue. Like, depending on what the injury is, he's going to have to play through it. You're not going to be 100%. Excuse me. You're not going to be 100% after week 1. Unless you're a bench warmer and you never play, you're probably most likely not going to be 100% after week 1. It's either can you fight through whatever you're going through, or you're going to go on IR, or you're going to have to miss a couple of games, so be it. But 9 times out of 10, unless you're a bench warmer, you're going to be hurt, bro. You're going to be battling through something, right? So it's like, not saying that he should have battled through the high ankle sprain, but after the first 5 weeks, I think it was like 5-week injury, he missed like 5 weeks, you're going to have to fight through something. Because I look at it like this. Carson Wentz, that man that man had a torn labrum, a dislocated shoulder, a fractured socket. I'm not sure. I know he had a messed up shoulder because he had the brace on, that stupid brace that he had on his shoulder. He had something wrong with his shoulder already. So if he can fight through all that, right, and put everything on the line, right, potentially his rest of his career, his football career for this team, then I'm expecting JJ McCarthy to do it as well. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying jack yourself up so you don't have a career, but what I am saying is if everybody else is fighting through injuries, you're going to have to fight through injuries. So tip-top health, you're 110. Matter of fact, you're 150% correct, bro. You right. You're going to have to fight through some injuries. Whether it could be, I'm talking about minor. If it's something serious and you got an ACL, you can't fight through that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like the minor stuff that you can fight through. You know what I mean? The reason why Jonathan Grenard is out for the season, because he would have fought through it, is because the season is over. So he's going to get the surgery or whatever he got to get done. Bro, he was fighting through that injury. He's been hurt all season long. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Andrew Van Ginkel, because he missed games. I'm pretty sure Blake Cashman. Everybody's fighting through injuries. For real. I love your passion for the Vikings. Oh, man, I'm always going to be, that's my team, man. I love my Vikings, but they're getting on my nerves right now. They get on my nerves because I just don't, I don't know what's going to happen, bro. It's like a big mystery when it comes to my quarterback, man. Like, I hate that, bro, because I really feel like JJ McCarthy is I think he could be a very good quarterback. It's just, how can you prove it if you keep getting hurt? How can you prove that you're good on that football field if you're getting hurt? It sucks, bro. Sucks. What's going on? It's Grizzly in the building, baby. What's good with you, bro? Everybody is hurt. To me, it's a difference between hurt and injury versus injury. Facts, bro. Now, my thing is this. I'm pretty sure he's injured. I'm not saying the man ain't hurt, so I don't want people thinking that I'm like, oh, JJ McCarthy is not is just quitting on the team, or I don't want people thinking that I'm saying that he's not really injured. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about little things that he goes through. He's going to go through things throughout his career. I promise you, football is one of the most physical sports. You're going to have to fight through something. You're going to have to. And then it might be like, for instance, Donovan Jackson. He had a messed up wrist. Did he not get surgery? To get it fixed, he had to get surgery. But he was playing through his bad wrist for how many games, y'all? And then he missed a couple of games or whatever because he had to get the surgery and all that. So he was fighting through injury, even though he knew he had to get surgery to repair it. I'm just saying, y'all, you're going to have to fight through something. That's just what it is. That's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to have to come down to. And like I said, I'm a big JJ McCarthy supporter. I think I turned into one of the biggest JJ McCarthy supporters probably on the internet. Listen, I feel like he could be a good quarterback. But me saying that doesn't mean it doesn't mean he will be if he can't be on the field. You get what I'm saying? Like, I believe in JJ McCarthy can be a good quarterback. But when I talk to other Viking fans, they say, oh, I don't want JJ McCarthy. He keep getting hurt. He's not really doing good. He's not this and that. I try to counter, and I'll say, well, if Jordan Addison drops a touchdown pass in the end zone, if Justin Jefferson be dropping passes, if Jalen Naylor keep dropping passes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was talking about all season long. I said play calling's been terrible. I said this so many times. Now look at the play calling. The play calling is terrific, and it works perfectly for JJ McCarthy. I've been saying this from the beginning of the season. The first game, I was like, okay, good. I think it was the second game after the Falcons game. when he got hurt, when he had a high ankle sprain. I said, yo, I looked at the plays. I said, yo, the play calling, the plays that were being called, and I blamed a lot of stuff on Kevin O'Connell in the play calling because you have to adapt to what's on the field. And I said this 50 million times. I know people probably like, oh man, you keep saying the same stuff, but it's so true because you don't wait until week 14 to simplify an offense for your quarterbacks. And if you know that your offensive line is hurt, I always say pass blocking is harder than run blocking. You're going to have to run block. You're going to have to run the ball. You're going to have to call short slants, quick plays. If you know your offensive line is hurt, what are you doing trying to throw the ball 30 yards down the field and wait for a play to develop? So some of the situations that JJ McCarthy was put in was unnecessary. It made JJ McCarthy look so much worse than he really was. And I'm trying not to be like a JJ McCarthy apologist, y'all, because I do hold him accountable. Don't get it twisted. I hold JJ McCarthy accountable for some of the interceptions. Some of the interceptions were terrible. Some of the missed throws were terrible. But a lot of the stuff would have happened. If it wouldn't have happened if the play calling was better. Oh man, thank you, man. Oh man, shout out to you, Packers, please. Let's go. Oh, thank you, y'all, for supporting my channel, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Only if y'all feeling the vibes. I don't want people to subscribe if you don't really want. I'm not trying to make. If you want to, you can. You know what I mean? If you feel the vibes, you can always subscribe. Like I said, this is one YouTube family. Even though I am a Viking fan, I will answer your questions if you have a question about your team. This is one YouTube family. This is bigger than sports to me. Like I do cover the Vikings primarily on this channel. And like I said, I go live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. But I always say, man, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. There's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world. And I just want this channel to be the channel where people can go to and just vibe and have a good time. And I want people to understand you can talk your talk in the comments. Just keep it PG. It's okay to go back and forth, debate each other. It's okay to agree to disagree with someone. Nobody's ever going to agree with everything that you say. Just like when I say stuff, I know for a fact people be like, Mike, I can't stand what you're saying right now. I rock with you, but I don't agree with what you're saying right now. And that's cool. That's what makes us so unique and different as human beings, bro. So, like I said, man, like this is I just want this to be a YouTube family. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, welcome to the channel, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Big Mike, y'all got that dub. Yeah, man. Bro, we got the dub, but it's a win. It's a loss too, bro. It's a dub, but it's a loss. It's a win and a loss because the loss comes down to JJ McCarthy didn't get to play in the second half, and potentially he might miss Christmas game. And he needs all the time in the world to develop. So it's just like, bro, like we won, but it's like, I don't know, we took an L. And then we won, we took another L. We took like 3 L's, bro. Because you took the L because you won. Because of draft, right? Because of draft position. You took an L because JJ McCarthy's not getting experience and he's getting hurt. You took an L because he might miss more time. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen, man. I'm hearing that he didn't break his hand, but my goodness, bro, it could be a sprained hand, and sprained hands could be, depending on what's going on, it could take weeks or months to heal. So I'm not a doctor or anything. I don't know exactly what happened to him. If it's his hand, his wrist, I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. It was enough to knock him out the game. Whatever the injury is, exactly. I know it was his right hand, his throwing hand. Whatever is wrong with his hand, it was enough to knock him out the game. So it was something serious, right? I just don't know how serious it is. And I just hope that he can be healthy for the remainder of the season. That's all I want. That's all I want to see, man. I want to see this guy healthy for the remainder of the season. For real. Please talk about the Packers, please, bro. I'll let you know. I'll say this about the Packers. The Packers had a good game yesterday against the Bears. They have a great defense. They have a good team, even without Michael Parsons as a Viking fan, I'll give respect when respect is due. I ain't gonna give y'all too much respect because I'm a Viking fan. And I hope, and to be honest with you, respectfully speaking, when we play y'all next year, we're gonna beat the brakes off of y'all. But I'll tell you this: you got a very good defense. I really feel like that. I really feel that way. And your offense is a little bit questionable. It's ups and downs with your offense, but we'll see what happens. I'm a defensive person, so I feel like defense wins championships. You got a top 10 defense, I believe, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. At what point do you move on? Hey, listen, I'll say this. I don't know. I don't know. But what I will say is when he comes back again, he cannot get injured again. He can't get injured. He can't get injured no time soon, I mean, because he's going to be considered injury prone after that. People already are saying that he's injury prone. Now, if he comes back and gets hurt again, hey, listen, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to come back. Go Vikings. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the building. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. And also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Yeah, and as a Viking fan, man, listen, I'm just frustrated though. I got mixed feelings about this win. I really do. But I don't know when you can give up on JJ McCarthy, bro. I don't know when you give up on a quarterback with potential. I really feel like JJ McCarthy has that it factor. I really believe in JJ McCarthy. Now, we'll see what happens, but he can't get hurt again and miss more time. Like, what are we supposed to do if he gets hurt again? This is why you have to be proactive and get a backup quarterback in the offseason. You don't wait until 2 weeks prior to the season starting to sign Carson Wentz. You have to have a backup. And Viking fans know I'm telling the truth when it comes to this. Definitely. You need a backup quarterback. Whether he's going to challenge JJ McCarthy for his job or not, you need a solid backup. That's going to be, okay, if JJ McCarthy was to get hurt, the season isn't a total dud, and we have someone that can play. The problem is we don't know how good JJ McCarthy can be because he keeps getting hurt. He keeps getting hurt. And it sucks. When he ran and scrambled for that touchdown, did the gritty, I was so hyped, bro. I wanted to run through a dang on wall. I was so happy for that man. Like, real talk. I haven't been this happy for a quarterback since Culpepper, bro. Since Case Keenum, maybe. Case Keenum, probably. I'll say Case Keenum. I haven't been this happy for a quarterback. I don't want to go too far back to Culpepper days, but I'll say Case Keenum. Culpepper is my favorite quarterback of all time in Minnesota Viking history, but I will say Case Keenum, I was very happy that 2017 run when we lost to the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. It's my worst nightmare. I don't like talking about it. But yeah, I haven't been this happy for a quarterback in a long time. Seeing him get a touchdown with his legs and do the gritty with his swag, and people think that's arrogance when it's really confidence. When it's really, bro, listen, bro. Let that young man have some fun, bro. Not everything that's confidence. Not every time you see someone that has confidence is being arrogance, bro. Being arrogant, I mean. That's just him being confident and showing his swag off, brother. Brush your shoulders off. You know what I mean? Have a little gritty. Dance in the end zone. It is what it is. You deserve it. You deserve it. I like talking with you. I am new. Oh, shout out to you, Rudy. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Rudy. Appreciate it. What about the Packers? Skull. Real talk. Might be the last time number 9 will ever be on the field for the Vikings. Oh my gosh, Angel, why'd you say that? Angel's going all the way to the max with this comment. Angel said this might be the last time number 9 will ever be on the field for the Vikings as starting quarterback. Oh my gosh, bro. That's how you feel? That's how you feel? Gosh, Lee. Hey, listen. Angel, you're not the only Viking fan feeling that way. I know that for a fact. If I was to end this live right now and listen to other people talk, I'm 100% sure that you're not the only Viking fan feeling that way. I am so sure that you're right in this matter that other Viking fans are feeling the way you feel. That they're already thinking about either drafting a quarterback, which that already happened in the draft. People, I mean, when I was live, people were talking about, oh, my bull said we need to draft a quarterback. He heard again, we drafting a quarterback. My mindset is they're not trying to develop no more quarterbacks, bro. They trying to get a ready-made quarterback, bro. Maybe they might need to help out with certain things that they have to work on, but they don't want no developmental quarterback. I feel like if JJ McCarthy doesn't finish this season, I have a gut feeling that they will honestly trade to go get a quarterback, either Matt Jones, Justin Herbert, or Joe Burrow. I honestly feel that way, bro. Think he is suited at this point for a solid backup. Oh my gosh, Angel said a solid backup, bro. Oh my gosh. So you think JJ's just a backup, man? And let me ask you this question: is it because of just him getting injured, or you think he's just not the most talented? Because I think, for me, I think that JJ McCarthy is super talented. I think that he can make every throw. Sometimes he doesn't have the best touch on his throws, but he can make every throw. I don't think it's the talent. I think it's more of just him being hurt. Is it because he's just getting hurt all the time? Or is it just you just don't believe in him? You don't believe in his talent. You just don't believe in him in general, because that's how the Viking fans might actually think. Go get Malik Willis from Green Bay. I would love to. Gene, hey, listen, you might be on to something. I like Malik Willis. He showed promise with Green Bay. When Jordan Love went down, hey, Malik Willis, but to be the backup, though. I ain't trying to get him to be the starter now. No. Don't get it twisted now. He can be the backup, but not no starter. I ain't trying to have him as a starter. I say that respectfully speaking. I ain't trying to come at the man. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I say that respectfully. I'm not trying to have him as my starting quarterback, but as a backup, I'm rocking with that. I can rock with that. But shout out to everybody in the build. I'm about to get off in a few minutes. Any last questions real quick before I get off? But yeah, Vikings win, but they lost at the same dang on time, because the unfortunate truth is JJ McCarthy went down, and we don't know how bad the injury is. So we don't know how bad the injury is. Shout out to everybody. Better make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button, everybody. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you are a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Dylan said X-rays came back negative. Initial reports, are they avoided any broken bones? Yes, that's what I'm hearing, Dylan. I'm loving what you just said. Now, we have to go through the other stuff. Like, they probably do like an MRI or something to see like his ligaments and stuff like that, because X-rays are just for bones. So I'm glad there's no broken bones. I'm glad none of that. So now we got to look at the ligaments and make sure they're all good as well. But I'm hoping for the best. I really am. I'm hoping for the best. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right, Rudy, shout out to you. Yes, due to injuries and reliability. Yes, I got you. I get it, man. I get it. I get all the Viking fans that's just like, yo, I'm ready to just move on. I get it. I'm just not ready to do it yet, man. Maybe I'm tripping, but I'm just not ready to move on yet, man. I just feel like JJ McCarthy could be. I'm trying not to say too much, man, because I don't want people to be like, oh, Mike, you thought Jay. Yo, let me tell you this real quick for everybody that's new to the channel. My first choice in the 2024 NFL draft was not JJ McCarthy. My first choice was Drake May. Those who know. I'm one of the biggest Drake May guys. I wanted us to draft Drake May prior to him being good this year. I was a Drake May guy. My first choice was Caleb. It was Caleb, Drake May, and then Bo Nix was somewhere around there. I did like Michael as well, but it was my first two choices was Caleb and Drake May. But I wasn't really talking about Caleb because Caleb was he was gonna be the first overall pick, and I knew the Bears wasn't going to trade with the division rival and let us move up. But right, and I was against JJ to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and cap. I was like, I don't want to draft a quarterback that doesn't throw the ball that many times. That you just hand the ball off and he does what he does when he wins games. But I was looking at it like this offense is not that type of offense. Kevin O'Connell don't run the ball like that. I've been saying this stuff to people. Oh, Mike, you don't know what you're talking about. Drake May's not that good. I watch 100 million hours of film, blah, 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 right? But ever since I watched more film of JJ McCarthy, I said, yo, he can make the throws. He has the talent. And then especially when we drafted him, I'm like, all right, I wasn't the most excited. I'm not going to sit here and cap with y'all. I wanted Drake May or Caleb or I wasn't even thinking about Jaden Daniels. It was really Drake May and Caleb. Those are my top two guys. And I like Bo Nix and Michael, but it was really those two, right? But when we drafted him, I said, I'm rocking with him. It is what it is. I'm going to do more research on him. But the thing about it, the key to him being successful is running the ball. And the problem is Kevin O'Connell doesn't run the ball enough. That's why I was kind of iffy about drafting him. And that's why I was trying to tell other people. But after we drafted him and I seen the potential, I watched more film. And in that first game against the Bears, I seen something. I was like, okay, I like what I saw against the Bears in the first game. Week 1 was amazing. We came back and beat them. And then the second game, I went to the second game against the Falcons and I seen it in person and I seen how Viking fans reacted to JJ McCarthy. He did not play good and he got hurt. He had that high ankle sprain. But then I was like, all right, is it JJ McCarthy? Let me look a little bit deeper. I'm watching film and I'm looking at the play calling. I said, yo, the play calling is the reason. Yes, some of the stuff is JJ McCarthy, but a lot of it is play calling. And he looks good to me. He looks solid to me. I'll say decent/good. Decent/okay. I won't go good yet. I'll say decent/okay. I feel like he just needs more time to play on the football field. But the problem is, how can you have time if you keep getting hurt? People that say be patient and give them time, they're doing it. The problem is he keeps getting hurt. Now, eventually, what do you do? What do you do? So I'm happy that it's negative, no broken bones, and we'll see what happens. But this is his third injury this season. High ankle sprain, concussion, and now this hand injury. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Skull. Let's get it. Purple family, skull. Good win. Let's go. Vikings with the JJ McCarthy. Yes. Injury prone. Yeah, he'll be. Yeah, everybody's saying the injury prone. See, I'm telling y'all. Listen, we'll see what happens. I hope he can finish the season, but you might be right with the injury prone, bro. But this is the third injury, bro. So y'all might be right though. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. JJ might just not have the frame. He is on a smaller/average size, to be honest. I never really thought of it like that. I don't know. I gotta see how tall he is, but I would say this though, as a Viking fan, it is disappointing watching our starting quarterback keep on battling through injuries, and it seems like once he starts to show flashes of something that he can do, this stuff happens. You know, that's the unfortunate truth right now. That when you want to see the flashes and see consistency right on that football field, there's always something that comes up. There's always an injury. There's always something. You know what I mean? And it sucks because he was playing decent. Even with all the wide receivers dropping passes, he was still playing pretty darn good. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for that scoop fumble, and the when they ran it all the way back for the touchdown, this would be a whole different conversation, bro. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation, bro. As a Viking fan, it sucks because I know Viking fans all around the world is like it's like we're split as a fan base when it comes to JJ McCarthy. But on top of being split as a fan base, it's like we all are in the same boat together though. We're all in this together trying to figure out what's going to happen with the most important position on our team. So we're all in this together at the end of the day. Whether you think JJ's a bust, whether you think he's the greatest quarterback ever, whether you think we need to trade for Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert or whoever, Kyler Murray, Tua, whatever you think, we're all in this together. No matter what, however you say it or whatever, however you feel, we are all in this together. You know what I mean? So we might be split, but we're still together. So, but shout out to everybody in the building. I'm going to get off. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button and Super Hawk smash that subscribe button if you're feeling the vibes. We are going live for absolutely every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Peace out. God bless. Have a wonderful week. Happy holidays. Until next time. Peace.